Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We have got something very special today. We're at Swiss Cottage, newly released to the market, brand new homes within Harborne here. Delighted to be joined by Bex from Ivy Rose Interiors. Thanks for coming along today and showcasing what you have done here, because you're the brains behind a lot of the design and style at this development, the three houses. Talk to me about the spec, about the style, and what you've enjoyed most here.
Well, this is our lovely Oakview, which is our sort of hero house as a development, and it's just a fantastic space, which I can't wait to talk to you more about and show you around. Sat in the kitchen today, which is our lovely big space. We've got the dining area here and a snug, which is really versatile for a nice sort of family life.
Absolutely.
Multi-functional sort of rooms are really critical, but we've got separate snug rooms as well to offer, and a separate lounge, which is, I think, really helpful for modern day busy family life.
Absolutely, family life, exactly that, and it's versatile as well, because you mentioned a snug there, but it's addressed as an office as well. But you've gone for 2 offices.
We have here, yeah. So I'm a mum of 2 children as well, and run my own business, and my partner does as well. So we actually sort of semi-designed this, thinking, well, yeah, we're probably the typical sort of family that would like to live in this space. So we've kind of got a his and a hers office here. We'd still give you lots of room for a playroom for the children, plenty of room for guests, and individual rooms. All the rooms have lovely bathrooms or access to en-suite. Lovely big utility space. So what's great about this property is it's got so many options of the way you can dress and style and use the house to suit your family needs.
Absolutely, absolutely, and that complements the bigger overall picture you wanted to be a high specification. You showed me earlier a few of the things, the finer details that you went into.
Yeah.
Like everything's thought about to the nth degree, isn't it?
Yeah, we've certainly tried to make sure that it's not a typical new build home. You know, we wanted to create something really special, something really unique. And on our development here with the 3 houses, we've gone for a very different aesthetic in each of the 3 houses, all with the same high quality fit outs. We've used Kensington kitchen design, which are fantastic, really high-end German products here. So I collaborated with them to choose all the finishes. Different feel in each of the 3 properties here. And again, with the bathrooms, a slightly different sort of aesthetic, all with the same quality, sort of Italian porcelain throughout. But it just gives each house a little bit of personality.
Absolutely, and yeah, job complete, really personality. Each has got its own quirks, its own beautiful features. You mentioned collaboration there. Kiwi builds, Kiwi with
Kiwi were
designer
builder, and they're just fantastic to work with. I would work with them again in a heartbeat. And maybe we'll be looking at some future projects with them currently. Their sort of attention to detail and specification is just brilliant. You know, I've learned so much working with them, and they're really happy to kind of work with you to just create something truly special. And actually, this property is being nominated for an award, which I'm sure we can talk more about later.
Absolutely, brilliant. And it's quite rare to have such new homes in the area in Harborne here. It's a luxury to have that. What would you say the advantages are to someone buying a brand new high spec home here?
Well, the materiality I think is important. Obviously, we've got things like solar panels, electric, the EV charging. You know, there's lots of great things like that. But for me, as a potential buyer or a family lady, you've got all of the materials are really hard wearing. You know, this has been tested for family life. You know, the floors, the grouts, everything like that is considered so that you can enjoy living in a space and not spend your time scrubbing and cleaning and you know, wiping fingerprints off everything. You know, all our cabinet doors, they're an ultra matte so that you won't get any fingerprinting. All those little things that just make living in a home so much more enjoyable, and I don't think you will necessarily notice those on first glance, but once you've moved in and enjoy living in the space, you'll just realise that everything is just where it needs to be, because we've really spent time working with Kiwi to bring out those elements and make sure that they're installed. I
can completely agree with you. We've been here today doing all the photos, the videos of the developments, and the longer you hear, the more detail you can see. And you mentioned earlier, even like down to the door handle detailing. You mentioned just about the EV charging, and actually energy efficiency is important here as well. This is going to be one of the only A-rated energy performance certificates in the whole area. Yeah, which is really exciting, you know, and especially in today's crisis Yeah, absolutely.
energy.
Absolutely.
These are really important to consider. So we've tried to future-proof the properties in that way as well. But just to touch back on the doors, you know, throughout it's not critical that they're all fire doors, but they've just got that lovely weight to them. You know, we've not just done the bare minimum. Everything is really high spec here, and just has that lovely quality feel. And as you say, the more time you spend in here, the more that you can enjoy the space. The carpets are woolen, they're not all synthetic, you know, but nicely balanced to still withstand the daily sort of
Rigors.
Thank you. I was thinking of another word, but yeah, rigors is a good one. Just family life.
Absolutely,
details.
absolutely. Well, I think you've summed it up brilliant. I think family life is at the heart of everything you think about in this property. I think you've designed it fantastically. The comments, even just being here today, you can see people pointing at it, talking about it, and I look forward to hopefully selling these properties and in collaboration with you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for joining us.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.